In today's video, we're joined by Shane from SpeedToLead. SpeedToLead is a brand new AI booking bot software that integrates directly into your high level so you can start selling more high level subscriptions. This is a simple tool that you can directly integrate into all of your clients' accounts, and it will drastically increase their booking rates through their inbound leads. This results in a ton more added revenue. At the end of the video, Shane makes an insane offer directly for the Start-Your-SaaS community, which this webinar took place in. I have asked Shane if he could extend this offer, so I've left a link down below for that. Watch this entire video, listen to the offer that he gives at the very end. It will completely blow your mind and you do not want to miss this. So without further ado, we'll jump straight into the webinar. What's good, guys? How are we?
Hello, man.
What's going on? How are we? Just going to admit a few guys here, but yeah, Shane, if you want to introduce yourself, man, tell us about who you are, what you do and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'll show a slideshow here in a second, but I'm one of the co-founders of SpeedToLead. It's SpeedToLead.io, and I was really, I think, the first in the world, to my knowledge, delivering a chatbot solution for businesses utilizing ChatGPT. We came up with the idea, or I did, in January. OpenAI, I think the week before, had published something to their GitHub, giving the idea of potentially using it as a chat bot for business. And so, or I think it was 2 days before that. So we jumped on it really early. And let's see, it was, yeah, that was in January. And so we had a working product by February and did a kind of a soft launch on the end of February, beginning of March, and got, quite a bit of users in. And then we kind of completely shut off all marketing, all social media, everything, just kind of use those as real world, testing and really perfect our product and make it, really good for any type of business. So that's kind of the background of the company.
Perfect. Sounds good, man. And in terms of like your current clientele now, what's the main industry that people are really using this for at the minute?
There's a wide range. So, I mean, maybe I should jump into my PowerPoint, but right now, primarily there are people like you, go high level users. That's who I'm really marketing to at this point and talking with. So they're all go high level users. They range, a lot of them are marketing agencies, but they're all working with small businesses in general. A few of them are actually out of Europe. I've got a group that they're using it for social media marketing. What I mean by that, they have like influencers, like IG influencers they work for, and they actually have our bots engaging with inbound leads that are coming in through Instagram and converting those, either selling them products or, some of them are like fitness influencers. They want to book a call and they have them book a call. What's kind of unique about our product is how good it handles objections and how great it sells and how easy it, books an appointment through the conversation process. Like most other products are just posting a link, which, everyone knows that, there's a lot of friction there. You got to click to the link, go to the page and make a bunch of decisions. And that just doesn't really work that well. So I was really focused on that. It took about a month to get that to work where it works well. So it integrates directly with a go high level calendar. It checks appointment availability. It asks the user, hey, does this time work for you? If it doesn't, it'll provide other times to kind of walk through until it gets that. Then it booked it directly to the go high level calendar, and then you have your flows sending out emails or whatever the case may be on that side. So
there's no friction in terms of like they need a book at all. It does it all through the conversation.
Right there in the conversation. Yeah, I'll show you here in a minute. So we have that. We have another thing that we do that's really unique is to train it. So ChatGPT knows absolutely nothing about you or your business. Essentially, they've trained it on a ton of data. Wikipedia, a bunch of web crawling and a bunch of books, but it's only up to 2021. So it's really outdated data, or does it know anything about you? So you have for it to know anything about you or your business or intelligently answer questions about your business, you need to train it. And it's really, the proper term for that is like teach it. So we make it really easy. We have 4 different ways to do it, but one way is just web scraping. Just plop in a URL and it goes and scrapes it. And we did that because one of our clients or customers has weed shops in LA.
Okay, right.
And they're constantly updating, product and different prices. So we have it going out to their website, scraping their product list daily and updating it. So they're talking to people on IG and, website, that kind of stuff, interacting with them, telling what the product they have and prices and working with it that way. Then we have like dog trainers, booking appointments. We have retail, and then home services.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
So
the range. So a huge range. Yeah.
sounds good, man.
It's awesome just watching these people, because sometimes I don't think about that specific use case, and like watching this thing work, and they'll pop up their Go High Level and they'll walk me through, I'll kind of see what it is. Sometimes they're translating it in other languages. So it does work in other languages.
It does? Okay.
One is, is in Danish. So that's some of my clients are in Danish or over there. So they have to translate it, but I'm like, man, that's so crazy how good that just sold. Like that's selling better than me, man, So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Well, I know you're saying you have a bit of a presentation prepared. If you want to jump in, whatever, you should be able to share your screen now as well. So
yeah. See, so sure. Let me move things around. Okay, you see a blank screen right now?
I can see, your wallpaper, the guy swimming. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
However, yeah, I see that.
Okay. So I kind of gave the initial part of the presentation. I'm not sure if everyone was on when I was talking about how we started, but I have a marketing agency called Boostige Marketing. It's a law firm marketing agency. We primarily do PPC. And what I was always looking for was, a way to, make a huge offer stack that just would blow clients away. I think that, what's his name? Hormozy or whatever, he has that saying, like, make it so good they feel dumb not taking the offer.
Yeah.
And that's what I was always looking to do. And one of the things I was looking to do was add a chat bot. So that's really kind of how this idea originated. And just kind of give you an idea, this is me. I had a tech startup years ago and sold it. And I spent 25 years in commercial real estate on the investment side, working for investors, buying property. Then I founded Boostige Marketing. I misspelt that. And then co-founded SpeedToLead. My partner is Eugene Williams. He's been a full stack developer for years, bachelor's in computer science, has a master's degree in artificial intelligence, and he is actually a published author. He's one of the people actually leading the charge in AI, dealing with like putting on guardrails and doing the alignment issue, that kind of stuff, and the ethics issue. That's what his thesis paper was on, and he's kind of working with a bunch of academics around the world on that right now. So he's the one doing all the coding and overseeing our developers. And so, just to kind of give you, I think most of the time, when someone starts a tech company, it's really to solve a problem for themselves. And that's what I was doing. So I wanted a service or look for a service, kind of had a wow factor, that was super easy to fulfill. I was always looking for white label or something like that, highly scalable, had a, extremely high potential for ROI, cost effective, super cheap per client, very low startup cost, and easy using. Okay. And really, how can you stand out? There's so many people out there doing marketing and whatever. How do you stand out? And to me, it's the offer stack that stands out in a lot of ways. Makes it easy. So, have these little graphics, wow factor. You can literally set up one of these bots in under 5 minutes. Actually, after you get going you can set up templates. So you can just plop in a template, change some names, and you're done. And I think that, our cost is just so low. It's just crazy. Before, when I was looking at chatbots, I was looking at spending, I think it was like $500 a month minimum. And then, that was for like a couple of clients. And then it was like, I think $250 or $350, for each additional one. So, really expensive. Just a general overview of the platform, and it works on all the Go High Level channels, including email. Can answer any question about your business. I explained the training a second ago, but you can just post a URL and it'll train about your business. Personalized and human-like conversation. You can automate lead engagement, pre-qualification, sales, appointment booking, and customer service. It seamlessly integrates with the Go High Level calendar, excels in handling objections and effective engaging customers and selling process. Sorry, I'm kind of messing up here.
You're all good.
My
Um,
PowerPoint
I
is
know
not working well here.
high level are working to integrate WhatsApp right now. Will that be on the cards as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I had it's I we have I don't have a WhatsApp, so I didn't test it, but I'm 99% sure it does. No, none
Yeah.
of our customers have tried that yet. I know in Europe that's much bigger than it here is in the States. So
Yeah.
yeah, if someone wants to test that out, but I think it's fully working on WhatsApp right now.
Sweet. Perfect. I think Kevin has a question there as well. He's his hand up. If you want to go
Sure.
ahead, man.
Hi Shane there. I just want to kind of confirm this. So you said it works on email, so it works on on SMS and everything else on the web chat widget that you can install from GHL.
Correct. And I
Okay.
have actually a lot of I'm not sure a lot of people know this. I was about to do a YouTube channel. Someone else will probably steal that from me here as I mention it. But I have most of my clients now. What I do is actually use Facebook Messenger instead. So it's a live chat widget instead of the SMS thing. And then you can connect that to Go High Level. So you have a live web chat widget. Then we have Speedily connected to it.
Fuck.
Okay. So just say, for example, if you were on,
YouTube.
so if you were running an ads campaign and then, if you were running an ads campaign for Facebook ads and then it was a messenger campaign, so they gave you the introductory message and the prospect responds, you automatically have it. It can be set up that will book the appointment through the messenger.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And that's what's happening right now. Yep. That's what like the dog trainer I mentioned. That's what they're doing. And yeah, that's what everyone's doing pretty much is using it through Messenger.
That's insane. Like really, really insane.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It is kind of an idea of, all the different type of industries it can work for. And a lot of these industries our customers are using right now and kind of give you an idea of what others. So we started, I'm not sure where we were in the conversation. Jason and I were talking before everyone got on, but we were pretty much to my knowledge, the first in the world to actually deliver the product. So we have months ahead of dealing with it. One of the major issues, and this is where Go High Level, I'm not sure if they've dealt with this issue, but when we got started in February, we started using it, and there's an issue called hallucination. And you can Google it, look it up, and there's lawsuits all over the place about it right now. But what tends to happen with Chat GPT or any of the models is it'll make up information. So you can ask it for a phone number, it'll make something up if it doesn't have it. There's people that have used it, try to use it for science or whatever, and it'll plug in like fake papers, that'll reference, fake papers, scientific papers. So it gets pretty bad. So that's what initially happened. So we literally spent 2 months working on the back end stuff to make it more reliable and make that not happen. So I was like, if I'm going to use this for my business, and that's really what I was looking for is for my marketing agency, I can't be having it make things up, and I can't be selling this to clients and just, making up pricing. That's what was happening. Like you would ask it, how much is this or whatever this, and what's the phone number, to just make up some phone number or some email, which, can't happen. And I think that, others, I know I've tested like 4 or 5 other ones and they've all had that issue. So other ones, rush to market. Ours is battle tested months ahead of time. Other ones, like I just mentioned, high probability of inaccurate information. We believe that that hasn't happened with ours. We think we've completely resolved that issue. Other ones have limited functionality, and that has to do with training the bot on the company's information that completely changes the way it reacts and responds. We automatically script the website. Other ones a little bit more difficult. You're gonna have to do a lot more prompting. I have a lot of examples of prompts and things to use that make your life much easier to get up and running. And then the other one we just mentioned that, other ones are just posting a calendar link, and I'll show you a demo here in a second. Ours just does it naturally in the conversation flow, which makes it so much better. And ours excels at, converting leads like a pro. So really, I think we have best in class, help you lower customer acquisition cost, potential insane ROI. It can increase conversions by getting to the leads much faster. I'm sure everyone's aware of SpeedToLead. That's why I named it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Get more leads, like you were mentioning, running ads and running them to Instagram or wherever the case may be, and you're asleep, this thing's still going to be converting and booking appointments for you. So it's like literally having a assistant or having a team of people that you've hired help you stand out in a saturated market, potentially a new stream of cash flow. So you could just be selling this bot only, not even the go high level thing, just the bot. And then, it's fully white labeled. And what I mean by that, it's in the background connected to GHL. So they have no reason to ever know that we exist.
Okay.
I'll show you how easy it is here in a minute. I'll go ahead and show you a demo.
Sweet.
Start from the beginning somewhere. Okay, so the first step is just to connect one of your locations. So you just add, well, got two of them open.
So how long did it take to develop this whole product and stuff then? Obviously it's like a years in the making type thing with all the experience, but like obviously there was a gap in the market when the idea came about, but how long did it take you guys to actually act on it?
We had so my partner has a few other apps. He actually has like a full-blown CRM package that's similar to Go High Level. It's not as good as Go High Level, and it's very specific to a specific niche market. So he was able to use a lot of those bones that he had built previously. So it's like full-blown enterprise level, ready to go. So he was able to use a lot of that infrastructure at least to do it. So that really sped up the process. So it took us about a month to really deliver it and make it and get it to where we want it to be. And then we spent 2 to 3 months really getting it better. And we're literally flying through updates like crazy.
Yeah.
So right now, this account I have right now is limited to 10 locations, which I have, but let me see if I have another one that doesn't demonstrate that. Yeah. Yeah. So, depending on what plan you have, you would have different amount of locations, but you can just go add location here. And it pops up, one of your locations. You literally just go click and proceed, and then you're connected to Go High Level.
Okay.
And then, get which one I was using now. Not that one. Sorry.
I didn't know how
Here we go.
simple that setup was right there. Literally so it just integrates. You need the high level agency view API key that connects up on that.
No,
Nope.
this works with any of them.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And the way we're able to do that is we have a combination. One thing, we do have a workflow that you need to install.
Yeah.
But there's a link and click, and you have that installed. Email, we're going directly through the API. We are connected to the API, but we're not doing anything that requires the $497 plan.
Okay.
So it can be on any plan.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. So walking through this, so this is basically the configure page. If you started out a new one, which I'll do right here, let's go here. And you can have as many chat managers as you want. So you may have a different one for email and a different one for SMS. For example, the email, you may want to have a lot longer, 150 words, and chat manager, or the SMS much shorter. So this is the way it looks when you first start it up. And this is the main configuration page. So I'll kind of walk through it. Here's just a description, however you want to name it. This is my SMS bot for, whatever location. This is some secret sauce stuff. So with respect to prompting, here you want to name your bot, whatever you want to name it. So here's Sophia, it could be Mark, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of our customers right now are not revealing that it's a chat bot. They're just acting like it's a human. So that's your choice. But this is kind of the basic general prompt right here, which is you are or act as, I'm sure you've seen, and then you kind of give it some context. You're working for this company, you're nice and friendly, and this is what you want to do. So here's, you want to book an appointment, your ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And then this personality booster, I named that, thinking like a marketer. It sounds really attractive, but I would say don't do that for now. This kind of has to do with the reliability of it being accurate information. So only do that if you need to. One person was wanting way more bros and bras and way more like jargon like that, common jargon. So I did that for them. Here's where you want to put your conversation rules, do this or don't do that. Here is a response when the chat bot doesn't know the answer to a question. So this is what you want it to respond to. Little business description. Here is your example CTA. You book an appointment, whatever it is for whatever use case. This is kind of a guideline, how many optimal words you want, 30 words, that kind of thing. And then here you can save this as a template and you just pick which channels you want. And then here, I'm sure you guys are probably aware of, but this temperature here. So, we suggest what I found. OpenAI, by the way, suggests 0 for Q&A type of chatbots. But I mean, for me, it's been like 0.6, some reason has been the best.
Yeah, perfect.
So we'll go over here. When it's kind of already filled out here. And then here's the contact information. You want to put that in here, and here's how you train it. So there's 2 different methods I suggest. One is input it directly. You just kind of put whatever information or a description here, then copy and paste the information here. That's what if you want to be very specific with the information you're doing. The other way is to read from a URL. So here's where I've copy and pasted a URL, and then it goes and stores, it goes and scrapes the website and then stores that information. So the bot and OpenAI have that information, be able to answer questions intelligently. If we go back here, go select the method, here's where the copy and paste is. So you can see how this works. Here's the copy and paste information. You can go back and change it and whatever you want to do. If you want to set appointments, we'll show the testing in a minute. What's nice, you don't have to go and go eye level. Right here, you can test it. You can keep resetting the conversation so that it doesn't have any of the background conversation in the loop. And you can come back here and change something, come back here and test it.
Yeah.
Here, appointments, all you have to do, if you want to book appointments, you go click, pick a calendar, say where it is, so it has the information, the time, and then if you want to ask for an address and phone number.
Yeah.
And what's really nice about Go High Level, if it does put, it'll pick up the name. I'm not sure if it does a phone number. We're working on that. We'll have that soon if it doesn't, and the address. But out of the conversation, it'll automatically grab the name and the email and put it into the contact database for you.
Perfect. Sorry there, Shane. Even though, just say if if you're booking an appointment, I know there it says on Zoom, but if you're booking appointments for, a restaurant or any other kind of brick and mortar business, you don't have to put any information in there and just kind of leave it blank, or is there an option?
I'm sorry, can you ask that again? I'm not quite understanding.
Do you know in the appointment section where it says
this?
Yeah, meeting location. If it's just a brick and mortar business that you were doing this for, just say my agency does it for a gym or a chiropractor or whatever, just leave that blank.
Right, correct. Yeah. So that in the background, in the code, we basically say, if there's no information here, don't do anything. So yeah, you can just leave it blank.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep. And then you can also see, especially you kind of use this through the training, but also, Go High Level, you can obviously look through the history, but you also have the history of the conversations right here that you can go through. Yeah. So this bot specifically is one of my newer bots, and one of my, can't see it all unless you sign up, but the prompt. And this one kind of goes more into, I think this is my newest one, goes into asking and probing more and trying to pull out pain points. So, and this is for, show you right there. This is for this marketing agency that I've trained it for. So it does, PPC, SMM, all that kind of stuff, local SEO.
Yeah. Nice.
So you can start it out by saying, and so another thing you can do. So that bot specifically is connected. Here's an example. So this is Sophia, marketing sales rep, takes a second, but this is that connection right there. So if you start, this is connected to Go High Level, which is connected to chat or SpeedToLead.
Yeah. Sweet. Nice.
Go in here. Say hello, say example. And then the other thing, to get it to actually book, and so you can test and where it'll actually go onto the calendar, you only need to do this in the test environment. You need to go onto one of your contacts and put this tag right here. So that you'll see it show up on the calendar. That's only for this testing. Otherwise, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
So just say hello. Hello, thanks you for reaching out. My name is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Sweet. And you're obviously able to put delays and stuff on it to mimic a real human being, yeah?
I'm sorry?
Are you able to put delays on it so it mimics a real human being as if it's not a bot, or?
Um, we haven't programmed that in, but the reality is that OpenAI is not instant in general. They're kind of slow, so they get a lot of traffic. So it on the API, it ranges anywhere from like 10 seconds to 3 minutes.
Okay, right.
So we should add that delay in there. You're right. We could do that really easily. But in general, I don't deal with that issue. And in general, it's faster here than it is over there. So if you're sitting around waiting, it's not speedily. We're just waiting for OpenAI to get back to us. Yeah. And let's see, you kind of, I'm not sure if you want me to read it all, but kind of selling it. Could you please share a bit more? This is we're trying to probe, right? Can you share a bit more about your current marketing challenges and goals? This will help me, let's see, we are saying this is everyone's well quality leads. That's what everyone complains about, right?
Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, so it leads them back to the call again. It just keeps going to try and get them booked in and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And then here I go into, just say, sounds good. And this is where it kind of goes into the sequence. It'll ask, okay, great. It's awesome. Can I have your, name and email? And say John Smith here. You can be, you see how good that is.
Yeah.
Thank you for providing, and then I have it asking for time zone because.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, no, it's definitely.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know in your central time. I have the availability tomorrow. Let's see, what date works best for you? I'll just say here, let's say. And what I have it doing too is we don't want to inundate, the user. So it just provides 3 at a time.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's actually checking the calendar. Does it have this? And it grabs 3 of those times and coming back with them and say, 10 a.m. works. Oop. Perfect. And this is where it's like confirmation. It's actually gone and booked it. It's saying, I'm going to send you confirmation, your email, and it's actually going to book it onto the calendar. Now, this isn't always instant because we have kind of a thing working every, minute, kind of scraping because we have a lot of users. So it may take a minute or 2 to show up on your calendar, but it will. And then you go through your automated workflows.
So it just goes through the workflow. It adds them to it as normal. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's whatever you want to do in your workflows, right? How you have your workflows set up, but it'll pop the calendar on and that, your workflow should trigger from there, have workflow triggers to do whatever. So mine would, I would automatically shoot them an email with confirmation. You could, cancel, blah, 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 all that stuff. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. That's going to be a game changer for a lot of agencies and stuff.
And the biggest thing here is, one of the things, being able to test quickly, our robust, backend systems, and then, how easy it is to train here.
Mm-hmm.
So does this kind of make, workflow, it nearly makes workflows in the actual high level obsolete because, like if you send out an SMS with a prospect and, just say you have a positive and negative response, like there's no more need for that as this bot kind of takes care of all of that.
I mean, you could take care of a lot, right? I mean, a lot of things. It really depends on the use case, but yeah, absolutely. You could take care of a lot of different workflows.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And so, yeah, what I've done though, So basically, I was given the background. We quit marketing, all that kind of stuff, and the first I think it was the second day I got back on TikTok, Jason reached out to me. So he was literally the first person. He's like, "Hey, how many people are you talking to? What's going on?" And I was like, "Man, I literally just started again yesterday. It's a full-blown blue ocean." I was telling him, and it was exciting for him to reach out to me. And want to show you the existing. So this is the existing pricing. I have one agency spot left. And right now, you see the pricing on the Agency Pro plan, it's $175 for 50 locations. And that comes with 5.25 million tokens.
Yeah.
But
so what counts as a token? Is it a word or what is it? Or is it a message?
I'll show you exactly what that means.
Perfect.
So, computers don't understand the human language, right? So the way that these large language models work, are really these newer ones, is they take the text or strings, right, and they convert that into tokens, so the computers can understand them. So I'll just give you an idea right here. If I copy this and paste it right there, it'll count the amount of tokens. So it's converted these into tokens. So all of that text is 79 tokens.
Okay, yeah. That's a lot.
And the maximum amount of tokens, which I've never seen any of us or any of my users hit in a prompt going to them, is 4,096 tokens total. Yeah. They have a new one that's 16,000, but it's more expensive. But so we're on the 4,096. So that's how it works. And
insane. Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm sure.
So I've set up a special deal for everyone at growth rate here. And I have not, this is the first time I've offered this. So I really have not offered this today and today only. I can't do this all day. I love that from that ShamWow. If you've never seen the ShamWow commercial, you got to see it. So one thing, I've been collecting TikTok viral hooks and converting those into templates. So this will come with 100 free hooks, which are, I think the best ones out there that I've seen. Also a resource bundle. So I'll give you, most of the stuff is not mine. I'm just going to give you a bunch of links of stuff that I really like and use. Great. The best white label SEO, I think, out there. Really inexpensive SMM. That's just great. You can turn around and easily sell, and they completely communicate with your client. You don't have to do any work whatsoever. Some of the best apps, and a link to get 30 free JHL funnel templates, which are fantastic. I'm going to go to 10 million tokens monthly. So that would reset every single month. I'm going to go unlimited locations. So you have to deal with that. And $97 a month. So 65 off the 275. And I'm only doing that for today. So this is coming down today, and you have to use a specific link.
Wait, fucking hell. 97 a month. That's.
And I'm not asking for a penny today. You got a 14-day free trial. So it's just a 14-day free trial. So sign up, use it, play with it. I'm still updating. I've kind of had to piece together a few of the videos, like tutorial videos, because we're just updating so quickly. But I'm not sure. How do I post this into chat?
Yeah, you can just drop it into the chat as normal, just beside share screen or whatever. Let me see, or I can even type it out and drop it in. What was it?
So.
I think I got that. Let me see. That should be it. Does that look right? Yeah.
I can't see a chat, so.
It's because you're sharing your screen, actually. That's why. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
Here, I'll drop. Now I know where it is. I'll put it in there again. Make sure. There we go.
Sweet. Sounds good, man. It looks insane. All that for 97 a month. That's crazy.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me know. So let me, if you guys do sign up, let me just show you a few things, make your life a little easier. So when you go into the application, I've been here already, but you'll have some pop-ups that will have the tutorial videos. I highly suggest watching those, even though we kind of went through a lot of stuff. You can also find those here if you need to, but we also have pretty robust documentation. Another thing you may want to look at, let's go here. Let's see, I don't know how to, maybe I won't show. So it walks through integrating with Go High Level, but it sounds like everyone's pretty advanced on that. But in here's a configuration. So here's a lot of examples of different kind of prompts, how to do the prompts. Also, I'm not sure if everyone's seen this, but here is someone got before Bing Chat to release all of its prompts. So this is the leaked prompt from them, so to kind of give you an idea of what that is. And you can see, this is where I got that. See how it says Sydney responses? So it's an active voice. And that's what we're doing to get really good responses in the, do this, don't do that. So whatever you name it, Mike, Sophia, and active voice, do this or don't do that. So.
Yeah. Insane. Holy shit, man.
So awesome. Does anyone have any questions or?
Seems like
yes. Yo, I have a question.
Sure.
So I was wondering, to implement it, to integrate it into Go High Level, is there any tutorial on that? Because I joined a bit later.
Yeah, let me see.
Thank you.
I think I'm not sure if I filmed one, but there is. Let's see, important right here. So it does walk through it right here. I can shoot. If you have any problems, reach out to me and I can, shoot one pretty quickly. But basically, you click on this link and then I'll hit next, and then it's pretty easy though. So yeah, but I can quickly shoot a video if this doesn't help you out. And just let me know and here in the talk to.
Yeah. All right, Shane. Thank you.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
Anyone else have any questions before we wrap up, Shane?
I just have a question about your background. Like, how did you obviously you were in the marketing space, but how did you kind of convert more and meet your business partner and get what kind of brought you more to the AI space?
Well, a couple of things. So I started my first company when I was 21 years old, was a tech company. So I was always really into computers. I ran that for about 4 years, and then I sold it. And then I ended up moving to Los Angeles and working in commercial real estate for an investment company. We bought properties worldwide. I was the managing director of acquisitions there, and I did $5 billion in acquisitions while I was there, and oversaw the teams. But I was always in tech as well. Eugene, my partner, worked there. He was our tech guy. So while he was there, we actually developed, unfortunately didn't sell it, but really developed the first, cloud storage. We used that to quickly move documents back and forth. So we were kind of in the tech space then. I left, and when the market crashed in 08 or whatever, it had made some money and kind of spent some time at home, got really into trading. And so I got into machine learning algorithms and building those for trading in, I think, 2011. So I've been a Python coder and into machine learning for that amount of time. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm really good. My partner is, so I've continued that relationship. So I've known Eugene for over 20 years. And he graduated Georgia Tech with a computer science degree. So he's always been in tech. He's worked for huge companies like Northrop Grumman. He's worked for, right now, he's kind of like a consultant, and he on a limited basis, but oversees 5,000 programmers right now, doing work for the DOJ here in the States. So he has a long history in it, and I've just always loved tech. And been building, like I said, algorithms since then. So as soon as this kind of popped up, I've always kind of kept up with, everything that's kind of going in science. I'm really into physics, but keeping up with everything that's happening in machine learning. So I'm so, so into it. And so as soon as this started occurring, it was more of me wanting to learn about this, new thing and how it works. So kind of did a deep dive in how it works and where it came from. And, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but ironically, it was done by a paper. It all came from a paper that Google put out. So Google puts out a paper. I think it was called "Attention is All You Need," and that's the new what they call transformers. And this is really how this works. And then it went from transformers. OpenAI picked that up and then used that exact technology to develop what we have today, a competitor to Google. So Microsoft now competing with Google. So that's really the background. And then my partner, not sure if you're here for that part, but he has a master's degree in artificial intelligence, and he's a published academic author. His thesis was on dealing with AI and kind of the ethics of AI, putting on guardrails and having it align with humans and not kill us. And so he is working with a lot of different, people in academia to kind of put together a kind of a working paper on how to accomplish that right now. So.
Oh, okay. No,
Sounds
I was
good.
there. I was there for your background. Now, I was just wondering, we were talking to Sam Carson, our last guest,
From
and he
OpEx.
was talking about, he was talking about the benefits of a partner. I know you had like the benefit of knowing your partner for 20 plus years before you started this company. But what, in your opinion, are the main things you'd look for in a partner, like a business partner? And
the main thing I would look for is people being able to be honest with one another. That's so huge. So him and I, what I really appreciate about him, we throw our egos aside and we're able to have really honest discussions, and we have debates. We don't have arguments. So we're both very open to being wrong. That's not even a thought process. It's just like, let's kind of kick around and brainstorm so that we could, have communication and really just have the best outcome. So when I call or he calls, there's never ever ego involved, and being able to have really honest discussion. The other, I think, key component is really being able to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. And us being together and knowing each other for so long and working together in different environments, we know those strengths and weaknesses really well. Like, he's not a salesperson. I'm more of a salesperson. He's really a nuts and bolts, tech guy. And so we don't really, overstep our bounds at all. Not like, thinking that way consciously. We just subconsciously don't do that and kind of defer to one another, whatever, where the other person excels.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then in terms of you guys growing SpeedToLead, what is the next plans for that? Like, obviously, most of these companies that integrate into high level, they start out with like a small customer base and then they just boom, out of nowhere, they just blow up. What's your guys' plans?
Yeah, I mean, I was really focused because, I was a Go High Level user and had been for, a couple of years. And so I was really focused on that space. At first, I have another website I haven't developed yet called, Book Me GPT, which I thought was a great name, and got the .com. I'm not sure how I got that. I might even sell it. I have all the handles, which is like almost virtually impossible to do. But I'll probably use that as a product. So there's that. And I'll be selling it like, you guys will to businesses, but we have a couple other lines of business. One is we want to do more of an enterprise thing. So we have the talent and the development team to be able to do this. So go to large institutions and build a kind of really customize and train bots for them. So there is another process. Instead of doing the teaching and providing the information, is actually going through and training an AI bot, which takes a long time and a ton of money and a lot of computer power. So you need like a whole data center to do it, and millions of dollars to do it quickly. And so we want to do that as well. So we'll be building out chat bots or whatever the use cases for them. So big institutions, and then lastly, we're actually building out our own platform as well. So it won't be a direct Go High Level competitor. We're not going to do everything Go High Level does. They like the Swiss Army knife, does everything. It's really amazing, and they have a great product. But we're just going to kind of come up with just a communications platform only. So it'll connect to, it already does. We're not ready to, it's like an alpha stage, but connect to all the different channels, and then be able to have one kind of inbox like Go High Level does. So we'll have that out probably within the next 6 months at least, but really hoping for 3.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
that's kind of our growth plans.
Sounds good. Looking forward to seeing how you guys grow. And yeah, if there's anything that you need from us or from me or whatever, just reach out. Always happy to help out and support, you know.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah. The hardest part of being a startup tech is dealing with the marketing piece, because you're, dealing with tutorial videos and this, and being able to have the time to pump out videos. And I mean, it's all about short form, right now. So you got to pump out, and I just don't have the time, and my partner's not into it. And so I appreciate it.
Shane, it was awesome having you on, man. Yeah,
Thank
hopefully
you.
we get you back on again in a few months' time, whatever, just to see how the product has advanced since. And
cool.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man.
Great. Good
Cheers,
to talk
man.
to you face to face. Appreciate it, Jason.
Yeah, sounds good, bro. Thanks.
All
Cheers.
right.
Thanks a million. Bye-bye.
So if you have managed to stick it to the end of the video, congratulations. I'm pretty sure that you've seen how great this offer is. You'll get 10 million tokens every single month, along with unlimited locations for all of your clients. So if you want to act on this offer now, it's not going to stay around for much longer. Again, like I said, I've asked Shane to extend this offer for a few weeks to get everyone interested, get them jumping on board this offer so you can see exactly how good it is. I'm going to leave the link down below. It's completely risk-free. You can try it out. There's a free trial and everything down there. Worst case scenario, you've tried out an amazing software so you see exactly what it's like. So maybe down the line you want to re-sign back up again whenever you have more clients on board, or if you actually need the software itself. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to become a part of the Start Your SaaS community, I'm going to leave a link down below. You can book in for a quick chat with me. You'll get a free 30-day high-level trial. You get access to the community, the weekly calls, those bi-weekly guest calls, a full A to Z course that will take you step by step through the entire high-level setup, getting clients on board, onboarding those clients, all the outreach scripts and messages and sequences that we use. Also give you access to a ton more tools and software so you can send thousands of cold emails every single month. Again, if you're interested in that, I'll leave my calendar link directly down below. Book in for a quick chat with me directly and we'll see if the program is the right fit. Thank you so much for watching.